Hey guys, Peter here from Off Tackle Runs. Before we get this video started, I wanted to say really quickly, I'm sorry about the ping in the last video. I definitely got that out, so that is out of the way. Um, if you want to see the last video, we talked about the top 15 free agents that are left in free agency. So, yeah, you guys can go check out that video. Also, subscribe to our Twitter. We tweet always when we put out our videos. You guys can check out our blog. I'll put those links in the description. Also, remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Your feedback really helps us so we can make better videos. So, please do all of that. But, let's get to the main topic for today. And I want to start a new series, which we're going to start in this video. And it's called off-season run through. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through every single team in the NFL and talk about their chances, their schedule, their roster, what their main look of the team is going to look like. And we're going to put out 2 videos a week, one from the AFC and one from the NFC. And without further ado, let's start. So as you guys can now see, there is a Cowboys helmet at the screen, and you will now know that we are doing a Cowboys run through today. So what I really quickly wanted to go through is the roster now. So after the draft, or let's actually go through the draft first. So the Cowboys draft, they traded down, and their first round pick was Travis Frederick from the University of Wisconsin. Second round, they got uh, Gavin Escobar, tight end. Third round, Terrence Williams. I think that was their best pick. Then they get J.J. Wilcox, safety from Georgia Southern. Cornerback B.W. Webb from William and Mary. That was their fourth round. Running back Joseph Randall from Oklahoma State. Devontae Holman from South Carolina, linebacker. And those were all their picks. Overall, I think they had a pretty good draft. If I had to grade their draft, I'd give them around a B. By far, I think their best pick was Terrence Williams. I think he's going to have a great year, and right now he's their third receiver for me right now. But let's go through their offensive depth chart right now. So, immediately speaking, I think number 1 at wide receiver, no doubt, is going to be Dez Bryant. 2, I have Kevin Ogletree going there. And 3, I have Terrence Williams, and then Cole Beasley will be their 4. Running back, I have DeMarco Murray starting, and Felix Jones would be there too, which is pretty obvious right there. Quarterback, I have Tony Romo over Kyle Orton. Then the number 2 receivers, I have Miles Austin, and wait, I really screwed up there. Whoops, I had my I forgot to. I made a mistake in my typing. So, actually, my number 1 wide receiver is Dez Bryant. 2 is Miles Austin. 3 is Kevin Ogletree. 4 is Terrence Williams. Then Dwayne Harris, and then Cole Beasley. So I'm sorry about that. Those are my wide receivers. Then at tight end, I have Jason Witten and John Phillips. Jason Witten's 1. It's kind of a given right there. Fullback, they only have Lawrence Vickers on the roster. So that's what I have right there. We'll go outside from the line. So left tackle, I have Tyron Smith. Jeremy Parnell's number 2. The third is Darren Weems. Number 3, I have right tackle Doug Free. Jeremy Parnell 2, and then Darren Weems 3. I don't think. Speaking of which, with the draft, I do not think that Gavin Escobar. I think he should be a 3 this year after John Phillips, but he'll grow into that role. And so we just did right tackle. So right guard, I have Mackenzie Bernardo, and then backed up by David Arkin. And left guard, I have Nate Livingston, backed up by Derek Dockery. Pretty solid line. Then at center, I have their first round draft pick, Travis Frederick, backed up by Ryan Cook. And yeah, so let's go to the defense now. Defense, I have Marcus Spears starting at defensive tackle alongside Jason Hatcher at the other defensive tackle. And at nose tackle, I have Jay Ratliff. Backup for Marcus Spears, I have Tyrone Crawford and then Sean Lismore backing up Jay Ratliff and Jason Hatcher. Um, the Sam linebacker, which is another name for the outside linebacker, I have Anthony Spencer backed up by Victor Butler. Then middle linebacker or the Mike linebacker, I have Dan Connor. And then the Will linebacker, I have Ernie Sims backed up by Brady Papinga. And the James linebacker, I have DeMarcus Ware backed up by Alex Albright. I think Albright can be a backup for any position, but so we got Ware outside linebacker, Spencer outside linebacker, and Connor and Sims in the middle. Then at left corner, I have Brandon Carr backed up by Mike Jenkins, and I think he could start if one of them gets hurt. Then Morris Claiborne, I have right cornerback backed up by Sterling Moore. He could also start. Free safety, I have Gerald Sensabaugh, and strong safety, I have Danny McCray. So there's my defense expectations. And for special teams, I have punter Brian Mormon as given, same with Dan Bailey at kicker. Kick returner, I have Lance Dunbar backed up by Dwayne Harris, and Dwayne Harris doing the punt returning. And yeah, so there's a depth chart, and now I want to give my prediction for the year for all the games. They are playing in the Hall of Fame game against the Dolphins August 4th. I don't think that really matters. It's a fun game to watch. Preseason doesn't matter, though. So let's immediately jump into their regular season. I'm not really going to break down the games. I'm just going to say if they win or they lose of what I think. So, week 1, they're playing the New York Giants, and I honestly think that they can win this game in a squeaker. I think they're going to end up splitting the season series, but first game, they're 1-0. Then game 2, they play the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to win that game, so they're 1-1 right there. Then they play the Rams. I think they lose to the Rams, so they're 1-2. They play the Chargers. And then there will be 2-2 because I think they beat the Chargers week 4. Oh yeah, week 1 is a primetime game. And okay, yeah. So they're 2-2. Then they're playing the Broncos. I have them losing there 2-3. Then a primetime game against the Redskins. I think they lose here 2-4. Then against the Eagles, they win 3-4. Against the Lions, they win 4-4. And I have them losing to the Vikings, and they are 4-5. Then they beat the Saints 5-5. So heading into the bye, they're a 500 team, but they basically need to go 5-1, I think, to make the playoffs. So then week 12, I think they lose, and they're 5-6. They lose to the Giants week 12, and then they beat the Raiders to go 6-6, beat the Bears to be 7-6, but they lose to the Packers to be 7-7, and then basically to eliminate them from the playoffs, I have them losing to the Redskins to be 7-8, but they win their last game to finish out season at 500. So yeah, kind of what I'm expecting is just an average and a disappointing year for the Dallas Cowboys again. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I already told you guys, but I know a friendly reminder helps. Also, subscribe to us on Twitter, or follow us on Twitter. Sorry about that. Follow us on Twitter. And we put out tweets whenever we post our videos. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Peter signing off. See ya.